So, I've been recording halfway through the tutorial and realized that my mic wasn't recording any audio. Happy! Okay, whatever. I want to show you something. This is the... Okay. So, I've been looking around YouTube for some look at player tutorials, and I've by far only found one that works. The others were all just useless information that nobody wants to know. Okay. But the problem with the tutorial I found is that it's very outdated, and the method he uses is very complicated compared to the one I'm going to show you here. So this is the code you get from the tutorial over on YouTube. It was 5 years ago, by the way. Unreal was very different back then. You could see that there's a lot of stuff that you probably... I mean, when I watched it, a lot of stuff could have been avoided with better methods, but I'm not about to brag around here. So, this is his code, and this is my code. You can see the difference. This looks like a sniper. This looks like whatever it is. Don't take these as something complicated. They're just reroute nodes. They're fancy stuff. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to make this in this video. Okay, let's go over to this thing. Let me drag this off in case I forget something, which I'll of course do. Okay. Is my audio recording? Yes, it is. Okay. This is what I did. This is what I've done while it was not recording my voice. So, I've duplicated the player character. I've deleted everything that has to do with a player character. The inputs, the camera, this stuff like that. And I've added pawn sensing. I've added AI perception. Pawn sensing was just placeholder since this doesn't show you the lines. Okay. And I've set it to 65, and I've added an array element, AI sight configuration, 65 degrees to the peripheral vision angle, and you have to pay attention to this part when you're making AI, the detection by affiliation. Drop it down and set detect neutrals and detect friendlies. That's very important. Without it, you'd technically be invisible. Okay, so let's get started. So I've gotten started by adding a variable, can see player, and made it public so I can edit it in other blueprints. I've clicked right AI perception and added on target perception updated, cast it to third person character, and broke the stimulus by just doing this, and set can see player to successfully sensed. What this is it's basically, are you in his peripheral vision or not?
I am.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah. And now, from there, I went over to the animations folder. I've deleted it because I've done nothing in it. Okay, I've duplicated the third person blueprint, animation blueprint, called it enemy BP. Got inside of it, and then it went to the animation graph. When you're on the animation graph, you want to go over to variables and add a variable. Call it head rotation make it public just in case it doesn't have any negative side effects or anything. It's just and set the variable type to a rotator. From here, you want to drag off rotator, make it get, and then from the rotator you want to add a transform modify bone, and you want to connect the line from state machine into component pose. You need to have a state machine for this to work because it acts as the pose. And then from head rotation, well, before that, if you want space on your blueprint, disable test translation and scale. It makes this node a lot smaller. Okay. Now click on the bone again, and on bone to modify, look for the head bone. Now if we compile, you can see that he's... oh wait, no. I didn't connect this. Clumsy me. Okay, now that we've got it connected, look at it. If we go over here and change the Z rotation to something like 90, recompile. What? Oh. Go back to this transform modify bone and go to the rotation tab. Rotation mode. Make this add to existing. Add rotation space. Make it world space so it doesn't go all weird on you. Now you can see he's rotating his head wherever he goes. Why? If we make it 90, you can let's move on. Okay, yes. It doesn't matter, you don't have to reset them. Go over to the event graph and we'll be setting up the head rotation to look at player. You don't need any sockets or any of that stuff. That's old school. But yeah. From here, you don't want to add anything, but you want to create a new function and call it look at player. And from here, you want to click on this node and add two inputs. One is going to be looking target, and the other one is going to be no, not target, looking actor, and this one is going to be target actor. Go over to the variable type thing and make them actor object reference. Actor object reference. Now you can see they're blue. You don't have to add anything else from here. Well, you do, but first you have to go back to the event graph and connect the node to the end of the animation graph. Okay, now for target actor, you want to get player character. If you want him to look at multiple targets, you're going to have to set this into a variable. You're going to have to promote this to a variable, call it target, and set the player as the target actor and the looking actor as at a root route node here, it doesn't matter, and connect this to looking actor. So you've basically, this is the looking actor, which is the enemy, and this is the target actor, which is the player. Now, this is where it all happens. First, you want to cast to player. You want to cast to, what is he called? Third. Forget their name. Okay, enemy. You want to cast to enemy, and the target actor you want to cast to third person character. Connect these two. Down. You've got them. Okay. So if you were to build this script on a AI controller, from enemy you would get AI controller and you would cast to it, and then you would get the can see player node. Now from this can see player node, you would create a branch. I'm sorry if I'm getting too far or too close. I don't have the program that makes me hear myself. So yeah, you'll just have to deal with it. Okay, connect this. And on cast a third person character, you want to have this true output be connected to this. And the false one, we're going to work on that later. Because the false one is going to be the less hard one, but the more fancy one. Okay, now from player, you would want to get actor location, and you'd want to go back over here, get mesh. Get mesh. Well, maybe I was wrong about the sockets. Since you can't reference bones, you'd have to go to head, add a socket, call it start. Just call it head rotation socket, head rot sock. Copy that name and go back to the animation blueprint, and from mesh get socket location, and then paste this onto here. Now from this you want to find look at rotation. I did not, you won't have to make this node, it's an actual existing one. And connect get actor location to target. Now from this one you want to break rotator, because Unreal switches the X with a Y for some reason, but here they specify it. Y is the pitch, X is the row. Okay. Now you want to make a rotator, starting with yaw. Hold Control, click and drag this line, and connect it to yaw. And pitch is for pitch. X, it's staying 0. Nobody cares about it. You're not gonna roll his head. Unless I'm going to show you what will happen in the end of the tutorial, and I'm going to show you how to use it. Okay, now from here, return value, you want to, not yet actually, you want to go to the cast to third person character node or your player node and set head rotation. Just drag this off. Before you plug this into it, you want to R interp 2. Okay. I wish I'd known about this node, like, as soon as I started Unreal, because it would have been a lot of help. So what it does is, imagine you have a cube right here, and you want it to look 90 degrees to the left. Well, no, 45 degrees to the left. And you do that. But this will happen. You teleports into that position. What the R-interp node does is it makes it a smooth process like this. Pretty much makes it do that. So yeah, pretty handy node. Wish I'd known about it. It would have made me make this tutorial a long time ago. Yeah. Okay. But now you want to actually make from this make rotator. This is going to be the target, and the current is the head rotation, because it's going to start moving from the place it currently is in. Okay, compile that, and we've got 2 more things to take care of on this node. The delta time, which is going to be delta get world delta seconds, and interp speed. This is how fast he's gonna turn his head. I prefer it on 5. You can make it faster if you want, but too slow is unrealistic, too fast is also unrealistic. And then that's it. Plug it into here. You're done with this part. Now off to the false part, when you're not in his vision. I wanted to make a delay here, but for some reason you can't do that in the animation blueprint. Let me show you. Delays are a thing here. So yeah, no doing fancy stuff like that. But from here, you want to copy all of this. And from false, you want to plug it into set. Only difference is, well, hold on. That's literally it. That's all you have to do. I thought it would have been harder, but no. Okay, now set the interp speed to a bit slower than the following speed, since we're fancy. Okay, now save, go back to the event graph. Here it is, your node. Hope you're proud, because I sure am. Okay. Now go back to the third person example map. Come on. Go to where your enemy is and drop him into the world. Open him up, edit enemy, and set the animation blueprint to the enemy BP. He looks at you, but it's a little too slow. Okay, so you can see that he's looking down instead of straight at you. And the way to fix this is math. Go over to your enemy blueprint. Look at player. And where it says pitch, you want to drag everything off just to make space. You want to plus however many degrees it actually needs to look straight at you. I'm guessing it was 25, 45, 35, okay, whatever. let's try it out, and it looks perfectly acting. 35 was the key. Now if you jump, he fall. Ooh. Oh god. Yeah, that's ugly. You can lower his peripheral vision if you want. Okay. So there seems to be a problem that I did in the tutorial, and I've managed to fix it. So this is how I fixed it. I've created a local variable, they pop up here, and I called it local self. And I've set local self to the looking actor, which is the actor that's supposed to look at the player, and I've set local self to that actor. And then I went here, got the local self's rotation, actor rotation, broke it, and then subtracted the find look at rotation Z from break rotator, and then you get this. And then from the subtraction, you will plug it into the Z yaw. And then the other mistake I made is that I've connected the Y pitch to the Y pitch over here. Y pitch is supposed to be connected to the X row. And another thing, you were supposed to multiply it by -1. And then that's literally all. That's everything I've gotten wrong, and here it is. It's fixed. Sorry. And hopefully in the next tutorial, I'll show you how to make him look at random stuff that come in his way, random actors, maybe a ball, maybe goodbye, thanks for watching. So you made it to the outro of the video. Good job. I'm not gonna ask you again. Subscribe to the channel. I won't. I don't know what money is in Spanish, but I want flus. Yes. And go follow me over on Twitter and give me the problems you have on Unreal, not your life problems. I'm not gonna solve those. And yeah, I'm gonna wait here until you do all of that. Okay, I'm running out of patience. I gotta end this recording. Okay, see ya.